The enlightenment chases. Royalties of peace. We are steering the storms back to peace that has no storm while holding on to perfect peace. What other cry do we have required to water the thirsty land, the thirsty people of a human world, like raindrops in a desert region? We require a long term of raining to have impact. But we cannot give up when we know our hope is to rely on the rain that will provide our resources for restoration. This is episode 69 of the Golden Age podcast, November 19th, 2025, by Maris Free Lefang. So far, we have been all about elections, the counting of votes, and the misrepresentation of the people's expectation all over the world. Can there be any satisfaction even if the one chosen is your preference? Would your satisfaction be only at the inauguration of the new president or renewing a term? Or should we be patient and see the outcome of this all? Well, how easy is it to be patient when it is not even raining water drops, but rather cats and dogs? The tension outside cannot be ignored, but we must hold on to the solution of the problem, even when compliance is limited. The rage, not only between two parties, but between flesh and blood. When blood is within and the flesh the without, what is our intention? When the blood is life and the flesh is dead, what is our intention if not to resurrect the dead back to life? Can flesh become blood again? When blood is life, can flesh become life again? Going through the news from various castings, In the United States of America, it is sad of how we solve problems partially that affects the shining of our light to the world. The miniature of our multicultural world, the United States of America, is supposed to be effective in its light, shining. The same goes for Cameroon, the miniature of Africa. Geographically, facing complications instead of reflecting its glory at the center of the earth, the equator, lying west, where the sunset is sunrise we see of its vegetation and multicultural experiences of Africa. Gift of a land. Why do we war between each other? If not of the increasing in number, how did gas become water? Condensation, and the water ice. Sometimes we fail to realize that compassion can become depression, and we need to manage our compassion state of being while being the light that shines to the world for those in the dark to recover to wellness. We are more than just what we see. We are the mind of battlefield free in them all of diversity. In the United States of America, states protects its citizens like nations protect its people and the universe, its existence, not by keeping it, but intentionally vanishing gracefully, aware aging is not a weakness, but integrity. Therefore, our diversity with increasing in age is a weakness, like wrinkling of the body is a weakness to aging. When we yearn for integrity and not despair, according to Sir Erickson's human development theory. It is certain that a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. The more we divide, we are forced to despair. When we disperse, we become intolerable of each other, of different reasoning, different points of view, and needing guidance in communication. But we must voice out our minds so we do not turn around in action and be our worst in it. Let's be worst in our words and not in our actions. For our words can only bring solutions that can be shields to our actions. Must we hold on to the core of our problem? We might have so many different, diverse problems that must be solved, but we must hold on to the center of our problem, which is woman and pregnancy. According to the news today, concerning women and pregnancy and the banning of abortion rights, has been a call of attention. For sure, we understand that a problem not solved early enough can only become worse and complicated to be solved. If it has to stop, let it start now, not tomorrow. Even if we will not complete it all today, let it start now. How do we draw our line? We may say it's very difficult when some have disabilities of the mind and find themselves doing what they're not expected to do, nor what they desire. The addictions of our world that we are trying to resolve at the same time, finding solutions to our problems. If you should ask the world, no one wants to make babies in a time like this. If you ask our world the love for a child, they will tell you protection, protecting the child. How do we protect a child from a world like this? If not abstinence from the activities that exposes the child into a world still in the process of recovery. Even if the world recovers today, are we going to make children after the effect of the reason for our problems is our increasing in number? How do we approach the woman's right of her body towards pregnancy? How do we define the love for pregnancy? Pro-life, pro-choice cannot only be by an individual, but the world. For before we are individuals, we are the universe. We are the mind. The universe is the mind where we all settle in amidst of peace. According to an interview with few countries in relation to the United States of America and the banning of abortion right. The fewer countries around the United States of America struggle with this banning because of their underdeveloped world or countries. And the people still being undereducated on how to self-control and the purpose of self-control. These women complained about a pill that was made necessary for women who needed abortion to be able to have this resource. And protect themselves from unwanted pregnancies. Preventing rape and forceful situations. That reproduces children. Comes